Good afternoon, everybody. This is Steve Fletcher with the Trumpet for My People, September 19th, 2021. This is live footage from Reuters YouTube channel. The La Palma Island, Canary Islands. Very interesting time that we are living in, September 19th, 2021. We are within a day or two of the beginning of the Feast of Tabernacles. On the Hebrew calendar, we have the full moon, which is called the harvest moon, coming up later tonight within the next 24 to 48 hours. The full harvest moon. And as we begin the Feast of Tabernacles, we have the 4-year anniversary from the Revelation 12 sign, September 23rd, 2017. With everything that we have seen over the last 3 to 4 years, the parable of the fig tree. Remember, 2017 was the 70th year from the order to restore Jerusalem, when the Palestinian partition plan was signed in the fall, November 29th, 1947. 70 years brought us to 2017. And then from the rebirth of Israel in May of 1948, then we had a 70-year marker on May 14th, 2018, when the American embassy was moved from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. So we have many markers that brought us to the 70-year marker, and now we are right here within 3 more years between 2017 and 2018, bringing us to 2021. And the parable of the fig tree was about the generation. This generation shall not pass. That brought us to the 70-year marker. And then there's another parable of the fig tree that talks about the 3 years given. They planted the fig tree and they came back for 3 years looking for fruit, and there was no fruit, and 1 more year was given. So in many ways, we have arrived here at the 70 plus the 4 years, bringing us to 2021. Now we're right here on the eve, basically on the eve of the full moon, and on the eve of the beginning of Tabernacles. We have this eruption taking place. The other thing we want to consider within all of this is exactly 9 months. If we go back to December 14th and the solar eclipse that was over South America, and we go over, remember that at that time was the return of Barack Obama through the election of Joe Biden. Even the New York Times announced that the election of Joe Biden was the 3rd term of Barack Obama. We know that Barack Obama has announced and said openly that he is finishing the job. They are finishing the job they began. 90% of Obama's first administration is working together with Joe Biden. They are following through on the agenda they had when he was president and Joe Biden was his vice president. The other thing about the return of Barack Obama through the election of Joe Biden is that on that exact same day, we had the first vaccinations that took place on December 14th. The other thing that we had in December was exactly 7 days after the election, in the confirmation of Biden through the Electoral College. It was the great conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn. The great conjunction. Now, as we come forward 9 months, we are exactly, we are exactly at the 9-month marker, bringing us to September 14th, September 21st. September 21st, the 9-month marker, is the Feast of Tabernacles. It's the full harvest moon. Okay. So we are in the midst of all the warnings. This is one more sign. One more sign. We do not know if this is going to be the cause of the Mega-Tsunami, but we do know that many disasters are prophesied in the Word of God. Revelation chapter 8 talks about an island being thrown into the sea, all the waters being contaminated. A third of the waters will be contaminated. When you consider the Atlantic Ocean being 1/3 of the world's oceans, and how this could cause disaster throughout the entire Atlantic area, this could very well be what is leading to the culmination of the biblical prophecies about the contamination of the waters. We do not know. We do know that this has been erupting for 8 days. Not erupting, but it's been, the earthquakes began 8 days ago on September 11th. The other thing about this is that when you consider, as I shared earlier, Sabine Vlaming on her channel mentioned that from the birthday of Jesus Christ, which many believe was September 11th, 3 BC, then 8 days later, you have the circumcision event, and this is a type of cutting off, a type of circumcision event that could be connected to today's date, September 19th, and the eruption of this volcano. Okay, so we are here right now, September 19th. Coming up on the full moon to the eve of Sukkot and the beginning of the Feast of Tabernacles, and then we have the anniversary of the Revelation 12 sign, September 23rd, 24th. We've got the September 25th. Now remember the two cows from 2014 was on the Feast of Trumpets in 2014, but September 25th this year represents the middle of the Feast of Tabernacles. Jesus came up to the feast in the middle of the Feast of Tabernacles in John chapter 7. John chapter 7 verse 14. Now about the midst of the feast, Jesus went up into the temple and taught. Okay, the midst of the feast. So this right here, September 25th, is the 7-year anniversary of the two cows that were revealed on September 25th, 2014. 7 years to the day to September 25th. This is now middle in the midst of the Feast of Tabernacles. Okay, so we have so many things that we need to consider here as we're watching. We've got the full harvest moon. We've got the beginning of Tabernacles from the Great Conjunction. We've got 9 months. We've got 9 months from the eclipse and from the first vaccinations. Then we have the 4 years from the Revelation 12 sign. Then we have the 7 years from the cows that were revealed on September 25th, 2014. Okay, all the way through here to the end. Highest watch right now. I mean, we're still, if we thought Feast of Trumpets and the Day of Atonement were high watches, well, now we've got this volcano. Erupting, and now there's going to be the need to continue watching what is going to be happening here. We're going to have to continue to watch the earthquake activity, and even after this began erupting, there have been more earthquakes. We're going to keep everybody updated on that in the coming hours and days. Okay. Obviously, there's going to be widespread disaster here, exactly on the island of La Palma, But then we need to see if this is going to be something that is going to affect beyond. Okay. Well, anyway, I just wanted to share this report with you, giving you guys a live update and sharing some things about what we're watching right now within this coming week. The Feast of Tabernacles and highest rapture watch continues through September 30th. Okay, I'm going to keep on watching until the Lord comes for his church. I pray you guys are blessed. This is Steve Fletcher with a trumpet for my people, the sign of his coming revealed.